Everyone, it is Penny and I coming at you from a snowy day in Wisconsin. I want to talk about how I broke free from chaos and where it all stemmed from. I am one of four girls in my family. I was raised with a mom and a dad. My parents divorced when I was 13, but our home life was pretty chaotic. Dad ended up being an alcoholic. Mom, very gossipy. Um, she was labeled the Black Cloud by her own siblings because every time she was around, it was kind of like gloom and doom. It's just the way it was. And even in our home, it was pretty chaotic. So I didn't suffer from any physical abuse or anything like that. Mom was not very maternal, but it's just the way some moms are. And so then, of course, I had my own children, and it was pretty chaotic because I ended up marrying a man who was not kind. And so it was very explosive. It was like kind of like walking around on it through a landmine. You just really never knew when he was going to get set off or go off, etc. And so I was just used to that chaos. There was really not a lot of quiet. And so as an adult, just became accustomed to the chaos. And when my daughter's estranged, I finally found myself in a place of saying, now what? And I said, I have to revamp my entire life. And so it took a while to get adjusted from chaos to quiet. And one way I did it, which a lot of parents struggle with, is I had to block anyone who brought about anxiety, chaos, drama, all of that. I had to start blocking people, and I had to start saying, well, what is the right thing for me to do? And when I started blocking people, I had to block my estranged children so I wouldn't go searching for them and see what they were doing and what I was missing out on. But then I had to block the people that supported them as well, which meant blocking certain family members, people that knew us, people that didn't respect my, hey, I don't want to talk about this right now type of situation. And so as soon as I started blocking people, it started to remove and lessen the anxiety, the chaos, the drama, etc., that is associated with estrangement. And over time, I woke up and I realized, wow, it's quiet. And I really like this. It takes a while to get adjusted to just having peace. It doesn't come naturally unless you are naturally raised in a peaceful environment, which doesn't happen for a majority of us. So I just want to say that it's not an overnight process. It does take time. It's one of those things that you may never get accustomed to. You may think, gosh, I'm never going to have a life without my children. What am I going to do? I miss the pitter patter of little feet. I miss the boisterous. I miss the noise. And so you may end up not ever finding peace. It's sitting by yourself, just sipping a cup of tea or drinking your own coffee. So it took time. Now I relish it. I live in it. I enjoy it. The way I am right now and the quiet I have is how it normally is in my home. I normally have TV on for background noise, but for the most part, it's very, very quiet. I wake up, the dogs normally just lay on their beds until I'm ready for them, because my husband wakes up really early and maintains them and lets them out and feeds them. So when I wake up, they still are very quiet, and gives me a couple of minutes before I take all my birds out of their cages and bring them into the living room, and that's about it. So it takes time. I relish it. I worked hard for it, and now I thoroughly enjoy it. So anyways, just start discovering what your passions were prior to having children and work from there. So I'll be back. Bye-bye.